The Effective Practice Tracker is a systematic way to measure student progress, to communicate that progress to parents, and to give budding musicians a vocabulary to help them develop effective practice skills. For years, I've given weekly progress scores to my students, and now I'm asking them to rate the effectiveness of their home practice.
All right, Delaney, how are you feeling about your practice now that you're thinking about rating your effectiveness?
I'm feeling a lot better, and it helped me reflect so that when I went into this next week, instead of thinking about what am I going to practice and when am I going to have time to practice, I knew each day that this is how I'm going to practice today and this is how I'm going to be effective today. And yes.
And did you find that you were more efficient with your practice as well?
Yes, very much so. And I was much more pleased with my performance throughout the week and then the results at the end of the week.
This two-pronged system works. The Effective Practice Tracker can help you set up a system so that you can track scores, analyze the data, and measure progress. And best of all, it builds self-awareness in your students. With the right lingo and strategies in place, they take ownership of their practice time between lessons.
How did your practice go this week?
I think I got about a 4. But I was also really good because I used my sight reading skills to figure out line 4 and 3 in one of my favorite pieces that I'm learning.
There's nothing like repurposing household items, and so included in the Effective Practice Tracker is instructions to make a wheel with ratings of 1 to 5. At the lessons, students rank their practice, with a 5 being supercharged, 4 nailed it, 3 not bad, 2 if they avoided the hard parts, or 1 if their brain was out to lunch.
Lacey, what score did you give yourself this week?
I gave myself a 3 because I didn't do very well on practicing Minuet, which is one of the songs that I have this time.
Why not very well? What happened?
It's just really hard for me, and it's still just really, really hard.
Did you avoid it just a little bit, you think?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so maybe you got a 2 on that one, right?
Yes.
Because you kind of avoided the hard parts. Yes. So this week, what are you going to do? What's your practice strategy in order to...
I'm going to do a link and chain on Minuet,
Okay.
the lines that are hard for me, and the 3-penny practice on the rest of it.
The resource includes a link to digital practice stickers like Link and Chain and 3-penny practice that Lacey mentions. And it also explains how to navigate and edit a pretty sophisticated spreadsheet, and it includes tips for keeping the communication pipeline open with student parents.
This week I only got a 3. Hopefully next week I'll get a 5.